Hello everybody at home, hello again to everybody here. Wonderful to have you, wonderful to have Bethan with us this week, thank you. And Anthony and Mary have been on holiday, are back now, so it's nice to have them back. I think everyone else was here last week, and a few people I'm sure will drift in. So, let's start by warming up. So if you're able to, please stand. And we're going to do a bit of a jaw wiggle to stimulate a yawn. Nicola, hello. Jaw wiggle, which is supposed to get a yawn going. If not, just force the yawn and have a stretch. And then just wiggle your arms and your legs, head around a little bit, shoulders, hips. Just a general wiggle, and then get yourself in a nice comfortable position with your feet hip discs apart and nice and evenly with your weight between your 2 feet. Let's do a pumpkin prune face. So pumpkin face, prune, pumpkin, prune, really making my jaw crack that one. Pumpkin, prune. Remember, pumpkin is more what we're after when we're singing. What happens when we get tense is we tend to prune. So more, maybe not the extreme pumpkin, just a moderate sized pumpkin is what you're after, with your eyebrows up a little and your eyes wide, and prune. And finish on the pumpkin. Let's do a little bit of humming. Higher if you can. A little bit higher if you can. Excellent. Now, a few of the songs we're doing have got nice smooth legato singing, so not jumpy, but nice and even and smooth. So that means keeping the air flowing as you sing. And we're going to do, to practice that, we're going to do C blue car, which we haven't done for a long time. So when we do it, rather than C blue car, it wants to be C blue car, and keep that air moving continuously as you're singing. Where are you going to take us from? Quite low, and C blue car, 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 C blue car. Now to make it truly legato, and in lots of singing, in fact, you really want to focus on the vowels and less on the consonants. So make sure those vowels are nice and extended. Okay? And C blue car, 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 C blue car. Excellent. A little bit higher, Tim, I think. And C blue car, 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 C blue car. Is that E? Is it as much as E?
That was C.
C? Oh, worse. Okay, keep going. Now, this is me. There's a little thorny issue of an octave jump with your singing. So we're going to do a few octave jumps. Now, an octave jump is what you sing in Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So, somewhere over the rainbow. That's the jump. So let's just do somewhere. And let's leave it there. That's all we want. And then let's go a bit higher. And somewhere. Somewhere. Keep going if you can. Somewhere. Again. Somewhere. Somewhere. If it's too much, don't carry on. Otherwise, carry on. That's E. Ooh, okay, great. That's the jump we're going to do later on, all right, hopefully. So, sit down. Right, let's start with Siyahamba. There was a little piece of paper that came in which has got a list of the songs that we're going to do in the lightly running order on the 23rd. Does anyone need one? Yeah. It's not absolutely fixed in stone, but if you want to start organising your folder into this order, you can do that. What time is it? I'm not entirely sure, but it's So it's 2 more weeks after that. So yeah, no, 3 weeks. Yes, so 7th and then 14th. Okay, excellent. Excellent. All right. Now, where is this? Towards the end. Should we just do this and see what happens? I need to remember we do. So we Siyahamba. So we do it in whatever the language is. It's not Swahili. No, it's not Swahili. It's and then English, and then we go back to the beginning. We do it really quietly, and then we do it building to the end. That's the plan. And then right at the beginning we do a little repeat. We do a Siyahamba, 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 and then we start singing Siyahamba. Yeah? Is that ringing a bell? Just follow me. We'll see what happens. Oh. I've got words and I've got notes. What are each? The words are with notes. Anyone else? All right. Okay.
Is it all in these parts, or is there any unison?
What's that?
Is it all in these parts?
Yes. So it's 3 parts. Yeah.
It's all 3 parts.
Yeah.
No moments where it's not.
No.
No moments where it's not.
We're doing it amazingly exactly as it is on that sheet, which is very unusual.
I just didn't want to be the one person singing all the wrong notes.
Yeah, don't worry about that. This is the essential part of being this choir, singing the wrong notes. Okay, everybody stand. At the wrong time. That's what makes us quirky. Okay. exactly as it's on. Sit down for a minute. That sounded good though. We're in unison for the first section.
Okay.
Up to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that first repeat is all in unison. And then, so you haven't got that little cuencos, and then we come in together on the chorus, but that is in parts. So B, that is in parts. So this
B is in parts.
B is in parts. This is in unison.
Always in
unison.
Fine.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. I realised as we started that I have not entirely led you in the right direction, and I could hear you singing that part beautifully. If you want to, you can, but it isn't part of the plan. That sounded good. And happy with that? Yes. I don't think we need that again. Right, so the next one, Fields of Gold. Let's give Fields of Gold another go. Sounding good. Just that little element of concentration that's going on. Trying to remember how it goes. So, I'm going to try really hard to point in the right places. Does anyone need words and music? Oh, I've just got words for this one. Anybody?
Helen, can I have one? I've got my goal.
So we've got altos and baritones are together. This is one of those colour coded. Have you got that one? Sopranos, are you okay? Right.
Because I've got my black folder, not the purple.
So a couple of things to say. So if you are on the counter melody, remember that the tune comes in first. Can you give me a D, Tim? Hi. That's my octave jump. So she took her love. So it comes in after when you're doing the counter melody. And the counter melody is in green. Okay? So that's one thing. And then the end, we're in unison singing When We Walked in Fields of Gold, and then we split into 3 parts if we can. So can you give me the E, Tim? When we walk in fields of gold, and then you're doing when we walk in fields of gold. So you're just repeating it. When we walk in fields of gold. Altos. When we walk in fields of gold. With me? When we walk in fields of gold. So you go down, they go up. When we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. Baritones, you've got something slightly different. So you go from, when we're all together, it goes, when we walk in fields of gold. And then you're going to go, when we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. With me? When we walked in fields of gold. One more time. When we walked in fields of gold. One more time. When we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. Like when we walked in fields of gold. Excellent, good. Right, let's give it a go from the start. Sopranos, and I'm going to try and point. Sopranos on the tune, on their own to start with. And then you're on the tune and you're oohing. And we'll go from there. So you're with the altos. Remember, try not to compete too much. Legato, lots of vowels. Fields of gold. You remember me. on gold. Watch me for that because I'm hearing. So different people at different lengths. But that's details. That's niceties. We're all singing the right bits at the right time, so that's excellent. Sit down for a minute. That sounded really good. And the only thing, the bridge. I never made. Helen's favourite bit. It starts there. Some of you are a bit higher. I never made promises lightly, and there is summertime broken, but I swear in the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. One more time. Watch the rhythm. But I swear. The but is quite short, and it's it says on my music MF, which is moderately loud, but actually I quite like it sort of reflectful and quite quiet. So let's try it like that. 1, 2. Never made promises lightly, and never in summertime broken, but I swear in the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. Listen. But I swear in the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. Hold the same note until you get to walk. With me from But I Swear. 1. But I swear in the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. One more time from the beginning of the bridge. Watch the rhythms. Watch me for the rhythm. I never made promises lightly, and never in summertime broken, but I swear in the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. Sort of down the stairs at the end. Okay, right. Let's do it one more time. The tendency is for it to get a little bit. You remember me. So try and think of those long vowels and keeping it nice and smooth. You remember me when the west wind moves among the fields. So keep that air flowing and the vowels long. If that makes any sense. And we'll try not to go too fast. That's the other thing. When the west wind moves concentrating on who everyone is. Not really that fussed about the other one, but I just thought if we would get the last one together, that would be great. Okay, well done. Sounds nice. I think we can consider that a tip now. Okay. Wendy, do you want to give Shalom and whatever, make them another, or you can make your own kind of music another go? Hey everyone. Evening. This is very nice to find for you. Okay, we're going to do Shalom. There aren't many words for it. Have we still got copies?
No, I don't think I did anything.
The words are very complicated. It's Shalom, my friend. Shalom, my friend. Shalom, shalom. Till we meet again. Till we meet again. Shalom, shalom. Hooray! Okay. So we sing it through in unison quietly to start off with, and then we work our way round, splitting it into 4 groups. And I think we're probably best just to kind of go for it. So how many have we got tonight? 2, 4. It's about 6 in each group, isn't it? I think we're just about there. Okay, so if we can please have Jenny and Scylla and Lynn and Nicola and Carolyn and Anna in the first group, and then Maureen and Sue and Mo and Helen, Martin and the other Helen, if you don't mind being in that group please, then Glenys and Sally and Anthony and Bobby and Angela and Marion. How are we doing on numbers? That's about right. You join in that group as well, please, Liz, because that's going to be easier in just in terms of the dividing up. And then if Mum and Mitch and June and Helen and Bethan and Sue can be in the final group, that would be very helpful. Thank you. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because I'm not going to be able to kind of do that terribly well, if that's all right. So those who are able, please stand up. Tim's going to just give us a brief reading, and then we'll be on. Thank you, Tim.
Shalom, shalom.
meditative, and it's easy when you're singing something the same for a long time to get a little bit, how long, much longer. So it's keeping the quality, and so and not getting it. That's the same as with Fields of Gold, not doing Shalom, which is what I feel. So vowels again. So keeping it as smooth as possible. I thought it sounded great though. I think we cracked it that time. I think that's the first. No, I don't know. Before summer, I think we did it.
Just.
Yeah, just. Yeah, that felt flowed. Yeah.
Nicely. Well done, everybody. Thank you for following. It's very difficult to try and keep the beat and tell what number it is and tell you how to finish.
And they didn't think of when to stop, you know.
Absolutely. It's like, and the exit doors are huge. Okay. Shall we do
Up to you, really.
maybe your own kind of music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we just work on those parts?
Okay, so the sopranos sing the tune. So if you know the song, I think most people have done it before. Have you got words for this one?
I have. I think it was mostly, wasn't it, that
It's just recap.
the altos and the baritones part. So I think you're all good, I think, pretty much. There are some notes for, I've got one copy of the words.
I've got some of the words of the
But I also have got the notes for the chorus, but I've written the words on it, which I thought might be helpful. So if anyone wants this for the altos or the baritones.
Can I have one, please?
Yes,
If I
yes.
don't have any.
That's why we practice, isn't it? That's the words, and then that's the notes for the chorus. You've got another one, won't you?
Yes.
So you might just need that one.
I think the main differences are really starting the chorus, don't they, Alan?
Yeah.
So, Tim, could we do the tune, just to do a quick recap for the sopranos, and then we'll do the altos, and then I'll get Helen to help me, please, with the baritons, if that's all right. So maybe if we go from To See Someone Like You, and then we'll go into, but you've got to make your own kind of music, and I can't tell you what bar it is because I've only just happened. Okay, so sopranos, we're just going to sit down and we'll just sing it through, just so it feels comfortable, and then we can move on and concentrate a little bit more on the altos and the baritones. Just when you're ready, Tim.
So, what, into the chorus?
Yeah, so if we can just sort of lead in for To See Someone Like You, so that we kind of lead into it, because otherwise starting from... Did that feel okay? Newer ladies? Do you want to go over it again? For those of you who know it, if you can sing it along with me, so that the others can hear it in isolation from the tune, that would be great. If we could go from the same point again, but this time focusing on the altos, please. But you gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along.
One more time?
So we're basically make and sing
Yeah.
are the main differences, I would say. From the same point.
email which I did at the weekend, and it's got all the parts separated out. So if you want to listen to that, it's on the, if you look at the emails, it's on there. So baritones, you've got a slightly different part. Do you want to give it a go? Yeah? So I'm not sure if you're all singing really low. I'm going to try. I did it in the recording. It was really embarrassingly, horribly rough and grumbly. But it might be that you're actually singing it high. Let's try that. I'll see if I can get it right. But you've got to make your own kind of music, sing your own special song. Make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. That's how that goes. Don't worry if I know Michael will sing it. I think actually you can grab onto it.
Sure, I'll go on to it.
I'm going to do it. Let's just do that bit. It's make your own kind of music, sing your own special song. Make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. One more time. Make your own kind of music, sing your own special song. Make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. If you're not happy, sing it. You can either sing the altos or the tune. If we can get it, it'd be fantastic. And listen to the YouTube recording. Right.
Thank you.
Do we need to do the end, do you think?
Yeah, I need to find mine. We're not long, he does all of them. Not we're not long.
So, it's when it's on the music here.
Yeah, but I've actually got the rhythm
Yeah,
one we had
I'm
just
just hoping it's the same as what I've done.
It's not quite but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Right, so we need to do so if you cannot take my hand, don't we? Yeah. So if you cannot take my hand, I believe is sopranos
And baritones.
and baritones. Okay. I did not know that, so thank you.
Yeah, well, now, when I looked at the notes, I discovered that's what it is.
So if you cannot take my hand, and then the altos sing, take my hand. And if you must be going, and then we all sing, I will understand together, then the baritones sing it again, then the altos, and lastly the sopranos. So we don't do it in the order that we would normally do that in other songs. So it is slightly different. Okay. So could we, please, Tim, sing through the chorus as we lead into So If You Cannot Take My Hand, so it kind of flows together?
Where do you want to take it from?
Just do it from just do your thing, it's the hardest thing to do. And then we're going to the chorus, and then, so it's the second chorus.
Sing your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along.
and everybody in there to go on with it without really seeing what we're doing. So, I think that was going okay. Yeah? So if you cannot take my hand, take my hand. And if you must be going, I will understand, I will understand, I will understand, I will understand. Okay, and then it's quite quickly into that chorus. Yeah? And then the only other bit that's slightly different is at the end, when, and I'm going to check here with Helen, the ah-ah-ahs, is that sopranos and baritones together?
That's it. So,
At the very
yeah,
end.
so the sopranos hold the A, and then the altos move, and then the baritones put another note. Let's not worry too much about that at the moment.
Okay.
Just pick a note that sounds nice, and it'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter really.
Right.
Details.
I think we're going to go from the beginning
Yeah.
because we've got some more stuff to do tonight
Yeah.
and we can polish bits later. So if you're able to, please stand up. If we can go from the beginning when you're ready, please.